Vivo a poco, a memo kiri, bana ikiri moko.
Nyathi moingo nyiri duto, nyathi mageno nyaka sani, nyathi mahero nyaka sani. Oh, mamae, nyagem koremo. Oh, jaeri witanango, iwitanango to podageni engimana nyaka sani. Kendo poda pari nyadundo, adundo dina neni enade. Oh, nyathi gimeri olalo no mama, nyagem koremo. Oh, jaeri wonda nango, iwonda nango momi ketho singro kwa kodi nyaga uma, aworo sana adundo kalando nyoremo, oh adundo gimana nyoremo, oh aero jaber nyoremo, era ketho gimana nyoremo, era ketho kawia nyoremo, paro ketho gimana nyoremo, paro ketho kawia nyoremo, nyathi gimeri jaber nyoremo, oh mamae, nyagem koremo.
Ay, solo Tante. Ay, internationale a Bolívar.
Oh, apechera wakode dundongi mana. Nyathi moingo nyiri duto, nyathi mageno nyaka sani, nyathi mahero nyaka nyaka sani. Oh, mama nyage mkoremo. Oh, jaeri wita nango. Iwita nango no podage niengi mana nyaka sani. Keno poda pari nyadundo. Adundo tinane nienade. Oh, nyafiki meriola no mama. Nyage mkoremo. Oh, jaeri wonda nango. Iwonda nango momi keto singo kwa koti nyaga uma. Aworo sana Oh, adundo kalando nyoremo. Oh, adundo ngimana nyoremo. Oh, aero jaber nyoremo. Era keto ngimana nyoremo. Era keto kawia nyoremo. Paro keto ngimana nyoremo. Paro keto kawia nyoremo. Nyathi kimeri jaber nyoremo. Oh, mama nyage mkoremo.
Nyoremo Limpopo International Usajuba Omoni Tony
Lando mama nyapiga umanyoremo. Paro nyisa na vera sherio. Ngima kodi takena inyanyoremo. Joma semi pagono timo kazi bure. Mama mama kalando Lando mama nyapiga umanyoremo. Paro nyisa na vera sherio. Takena inyanyoremo. Joma semi pagono timo kazi bure. Mama oh mama kalando Lando mama nyapiga umanyoremo. Lando mama nyapigi meri nyoremo. Lando mama nyapigo chieng jakoremo. Nyoremo nyapimo kena tageno. Nyoremo nyapimo erata ero. Nyoremo nyakomo ingo nyiri duto. Nyoremo wachogo no Kingereza. Nyoremo nyapimo nge mielo rupa. Nyoremo nifanye nini mama oh mama kalando Lando mama nyapiga umanyoremo. Paro nyisana vera sherio. Ngima kodi takena inyanyoremo. Joma semi pagono timo kazi bure. Mama mama kalando Joma semi pagono timo kazi bure. Joma wondi pagojo moko sakilie. Joma nyeri pagojo moko sadabwe. Joma kwodi pagojo moluori jabe. Nyoremo todakie jopie songa. Nyoremo todakie jopie songa. Mondine usa juma ja usonga. Mondine useo jeng ja usonga. Mondine omoni toni ja usonga. Mondine aumejeni ja usonga. Mondine atieno koni ja usonga. Oh mama kalando mama. Lando mama nyapiga umanyoremo. Paro nyisana vera sherio. Ngima kodi takena inyanyore. Basko Joma semi pagono timo kazi bure. Mama
Wana Limpopo International African Zima Dana ko, diambo, Gatega, Ganago, what's the Rosa, what's the Gaginga, what's the Gachola, I owe them a Kagumbu, watch now, Namawanga, I owe them a Kagumbu. I found out what you're calling a corole. You're calling a corole. I found out you're calling a corole. One of them, when you did go at it, go to the back. That I you now, one I go to the back. You don't know I can go to the back. Buy me by go to the back. What are you going to go? Find out way, but take it up your move. Kangilega, Madara Kaila, whatever could you do? What you gonna go? I'm passing out with you. Sapando, one you want to get together, but that's all I can. Yakarana, Madara, that do, could you do? Kangilega would be the logo, or Maya would be, oh, the Makaila. But now, I could do one in the Otana here, and I get good to the Yambo. Yakarana, Yarakanuakundo, Kagomalocaña, Kodami Gana, Yarakanuakuleko, the Gaga would be Madarako, Organa, I am passing like a Yambo. The Gaga, come on. You want to oh, my long, I have put it back to the Utera now, for them Utera Mumana, Iliana, no Yawanda, the Langalera Ginga. Pando, Demba Kanyakan. Pando, Demba Kanyakan. Get out the government, Demba Kanyakan. Pando, Demba Kanyakan. Oh, I'm over there. Oh, I'm going to
dễ ghê, dễ ghê. Dễ ghê. GK.
Hello.
Aluongi ka nitie gima kamoro ma odemba werie kanyo.
Mos na dhi omo ka gimoro ka.
Adwa nyisi ni odemba
Mm.
wer ni ng'ato ogine owang'o yath jo timang'o onang'ie yath. To kawuono adhi akalo akalo ka ng'ato moro wadhigo kamoro e ofis moro. Takalo dala wawinjore ni wadhi adhiya gi means achiel. Takalo to parona ni paro last year sama kama wiya owil. To ng'isa ni last year sama kama nene mi daktari ni owuondi mikaw tero jogi te ukaw jab mar flu. Ok en last year, en the year 2024.
Daktari ni owuondi.
Koro gimitimo awang'o yath ka yadhni emi nyaka koro ifit to ok ibi omiya gir yath moro ka tono ni e lweti omera gino kiywayo ijir ma wiyi yawre. Ting'eni ok en mokwongo en ema nomiya last year koro ok natero ji daktari ni dhi chuo jab mar flu nikech weekend ni is cold. Snow is all over Lesotho, all over KwaZulu Natal. The whole country ng'ich properly this weekend. Yeah. So wacho ni idwa dhi ka daktari kosa mi yath inang'. Koro ema ne titi no paro na no gaja ka kia ng'ano owang'o yath joma adhiye.
Kaka dwa nyeri. Ati daktari ni owuondi.
Mane gima ong'isa daktari nowuondi tero.
Wache mamit. Daktari nowuondi.
Daktari nowuondi tero family te wito kata ni miya pesa na ma ang'iew go mzinga, yani owacha gi Zulu to mean mzinga. Kech ka unitie abich to mana 2,500 ng'ato ka ng'ato. Just mano consultation tu. Kendo ichak ichulo 120 mar jab cha. Koro ng'ato ka ng'ato 620. Owacho ni kata ni ibi ka mi yath ufit kae to miya pesa no adhi amadh go. Anyway.
Kata South Africa nitie characters gi.
Nitie waparo na wachno kawuono nikech adhi kawe wadhi kawe to paro gima notimre 2024 sama kama nikech koyo ng'ich koro paro ni inyalo reflect gimoro manotimre en koyo moro mang'ich mopogore gima pile. Daktari ni nowuondi tero family odhi ochuo gik magalaga.
Mora daktari ni owuondi. Mano be comedian.
Majabe en comedian kabisa. Gin jokoni ma very well articulated. En ng'ama owuotho, he's been all over. Koro gin joma wigi oyawre kabisa. Ok gichal joma wigi nyocha ong'isa ni in ling'aling'a wawe gini dwa backfire ibro neno in ling kik iwuok kichandi dwa backfire ujinga gi bro backfire kabisa. But erokamano GK, erokamano kuom girwani mwadwa timoni. Koro adwa ni arwak jogo mosedonjo. Ikwara moge jwang' en odiochieng'no kendo a day for us. Luo Proverbs and the wise sayings. We are in episode 21. We are moving. Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education. A big thank you, as always, for providing myself as a co-host. As a host of this program. Yeah, sometimes we host together, so sometimes we call each other co-hosts. Sometimes I host alone. Sometimes GK hosts alone. So today I'm hosting GK. And as always, guys, I also don't know which Proverbs come, you might think we discuss in advance. I have no idea. The first word of this proverb that comes hits me just the same way, in the same wavelength it hits you as our listener. But always we have a lot of, we enjoy ourselves with these proverbs because we realize they were not just proverbs for the sake of, they're not just words put together. They have a deeper meaning. To our families, thank you. We thank you for sharing us with the rest of our people that we love so much. To the technical team, sound engineers, thank you very much. Today, kawuono ayudo gina omiya 100% dichiel. Janeko koyo kawuono omako Ramoth, ok nyal wuok e blanket.
Away in peace.
Koro weya in peace kawuono. Mike kawuono ok test, ok bed tested.
Free reign.
Yeah, so to Ramoth's family and to my family, we thank you. We really honor you, and we are very delightful that you're people who understand what we are doing and are in support and supporting us in every way. Thank you. And to you, the message that Ramoth says, you, the person who has tuned in to be with us today, we can't thank you enough. And as always, you're the reason we are doing this. So feel welcome. We're gonna delve into it together with none other than GK Ramoth. I'm gonna pass him through. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome GK Ramoth as he comes in. GK, welcome your people, welcome our ancestors, and then let's start it. Thank you.
Champions of culture, Erokamano, for being here and being around. One very glad you could make it here with us, and we really always, as always, appreciate your presence here. We never ever take it for granted. In a time like this, at least attention is earned, and if you can give us your attention, it is something we really treasure and appreciate. So welcome, and hopefully we hope that you will learn something as we go through this. For being here and for being yourself, because you are the message, you are the goal, you are the prize. So Erokamano. To Joa, as Oudano Wacho, Erokamano. Thank you for sharing us with our Luo people, with the champions, that we can partake of this quote-unquote sacrament of being together and talking together. Come on, we really appreciate it. To technical team, come on, for being on standby. I appreciate Gimotimoga, Saidi. Kode Ramogi Cultural Institute for Duo Heritage Research and Education. Aguero Kamano. For this chance to be asked, for this chance to talk, for this chance to be together, for this chance to be ourselves in 2026, for this chance to be Luo in this time, in this century, in this hour. Erokamano sana. Erokamano. To our ancestors, as always, we are very proud of you. Hopefully you'll be proud of us, and keep showing us Gikmone go as we go through this, because we are always in awe of what you left for us. Come on. Erokamano Uda bedo our host kawuono. I deeply appreciate imitimono wagani. Now, bando boko kawega for granted. Kawuono, atelo ama idwacho gimoro kapok wadhi mbele.
No, GK wachake, aonge wachake.
Kawuono format wa opogre. Kawuono waonge proverbs as such.
Wow, okay, nice.
Kawuono waonge proverbs as such. But wabo go through proverbs.
Okay.
Naparo ni nwachako kwa wuoyo about proverbs, but pok warango the Luo understanding of proverbs. The Luo understanding of proverbs. Structure. We look at several examples one name and this. And to do this, until nakao some part of book moro miluongo ni Luo oral longenadi chakendo. Luo oral orangie cover neni. Luo oral oral literature of the Luo. Oral literature of the Luo. Dike okumba miruka. Jama some a bit of Luo literature ubo ngei. And nadon wa read what he said nikech magibe nyakirang kaka ngane giri, nyakirang kaka ominde giri. But in this sense, okodon wabed no judge, odomana winjo what he's saying from his perspective of Luo proverbs mondo wane kawanyalo yude some nugget of sweetness from kanyo. Mano chapter 3, wachon proverbs. Wacho kama, abo chako some. And a bit long, but bear with us. To tell you anytime minyalo jump in mondo kantie question, kantie gimoro.
No problem.
Always welcomed. Jiki kluor nkoro nyaka gine. Kantie any question minyalo jump in.
Okay.
Comment.
Right. Okay.
Wachako kama. The Luo proverb, Ngero, is a succinct statement full of folk wisdom and is popularly used. The word Ngero refers to proverbs, riddles, allegory, parables, allusions, and any statement or expression that makes indifferent references to issues. So, you wanyalo mwache at least 1-2 mondo ane. Nikech okawo gine te toketo kanyo. Kata riddles, allegory, okawo gi toketo gi kanyo. Proverbs are integrated into speech to enhance their artistic appeal. This is particularly so in the speech of elders. Elders kakomin, those whose experience are wider and are regarded as custodians of knowledge about the community's mores and norms. Ineno telo kendo waromo with this word mores and norms. Kitgi gitembege.
Yeah.
Wacho ni the proverb captures those mores poetically and renders them in an idiom as the embodiment of the community's ethos. Proverbs are like a code of the Luo community's worldview and their philosophy of life. Proverbs are like a code of the Luo community's worldview and their philosophy of life. Many of the Luo proverbs are derived from historical experiences. Such proverbs refer to historical characters from whose experiences the Luo derived a general perspective of life. Such proverbs are therefore very difficult to understand if one does not know the story behind them. One such proverb is Rapemo, no kecho, obwanda wa mlari. Rapemo, no kecho, obwanda wa mlari. Meaning, Rapemo coveted Wamlare's obwanda vegetables. So obwanda and vegetable, a type of vegetable. The story behind this proverb is that Rapemo, a chief, desired to share the lowly meal of vegetables belonging to Wamlare, a commoner. By this, he demonstrated unwittingly that social status is skin deep and the human desire is essentially the same. Very, very interesting point, Kanye. In general usage, then, this proverb comments on a situation where one's fortunes have changed for the worse. In case one was an arrogant person who despised commoners. Most of the proverbs in this anthology were collected by the author during field research in Asembo, Siaya, in 1993 and 1994. The key informant on the interpretation of the proverbs was a farmer, Absalom Owino Odach, then 67 years old. Many other people were contacted to clarify the meanings. Other proverbs in the collection were translated from Paul Mboya's Duo Kitiki Gitimbegi. Tell apparently onego go through this. And a thick book, but onego no, not so thick, but onego go through it.
En tie gi stories ma flow koso en gi stories ma
Owuoyo about ineno kaka ng'ane ne wacho, kaka ominde ne wacho, but
yeah.
now think of it as the otemo keto the whole culture in a frame, the whole the situation majinti otemo keto in a whole framework.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So en gima nyalo kawo several
Episodes.
nikech aparo ni wasewuoyo so much about culture and wasewuoyo so much about mores and norms miluongo ni kitgi gi timbegi, and it would be really nice to look at this nikech and then put them or juxtapose gi culture mondo really the difference becomes clear, but also you understand in terms of those mores and norms wanyalo neno gik ma our ancestors were going through and what were they solving.
I think that
Ginyalo chal gazette kata calendar, but nado wacho ni labda wanyalo penjo jowa ka gin interested to go through mondo wane kwa nyalo slot it sometime.
okay. I think that's
Dongo. Give me feedback. Kok give me feedback to ang'e no gidwa.
yeah, okay.
Give me feedback to ang'e no gidwa.
Manonge was right.
So
Okay.
many other, as much as possible, the nominal explanation of the meanings of the proverbs have been retained in interpretation. They remain, however, open to varied understanding and further interpretation. The proverbs are given both in the original language, the Luo, and in English. The translations are meant to paraphrase the sense of the original proverb. In a number of cases, standard English equivalents have been provided to give the reader additional insight into the meaning of the Luo proverbs with such equivalents. Needless to say, another researcher or interpreter would choose different idioms to capture the same ideas in these proverbs. Alafu they have been arranged in alphabetical order, blah, 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 blah. Social function is the first. Akocha the first. Gimokwongo. The proverb is used to comment on situations or behaviors as a way of cultivating understanding within the historical, ethical system of thought in the community. Marayo, wachon embellish linguistic communication, whether in speech, song, or narrative. Adeko wachon state what is considered an equivocal truth. Number one, wacho restate the community's norms, ridicule deviant behavior, counsel, and advice. The proverb is a codification of the Luo community's experiences and hence accumulated wisdom. It is a commentary on various issues as viewed by the community. Some of the ways of looking at things are analyzed below with reference to specific proverbs. So Fanti, give me Ido Achotela.
Nobody, the bell.
Okay. Mano wacho mana social functions. Koro wacho omiwa some examples. Heredity and kinship. A number of proverbs on heredity and kinship seem to underscore the permanence of these two aspects of human life. Hereditary traits, for example, are incredible and evident in the life of a lineage. This is what the point captured in some very graphic proverbs such as Awendo okwe yere. The guinea fowl never abandons its colors and feathers. Eh. And the second one, Olango, ng'wegi oro, katakoth ochwe. Katakoth ochwe. Olango ng'wegi oro, katakoth ochwe. The soldier ants smell both in drought and the wet season. Olango ng'we gi oro, katakoth ochwe. Telo, Josiah. Siaya people. What are those?
Olango.
Olango.
Yeah, it's the same name. It is the same name. Is that black ant? Yeah, just like it. Yeah.
But giwacho the luo moro kama crooked.
Olango ng'wegi oro kata koth chwe. Is saying, have you in into wanje tworo wang'eyo kaka gino ng'we. Olango
Achon wanjo town wang'iyo gi flooding. Wang'iyo gi flooding. Jo Nairobi ong'iyo gi flooding. Onge sewage system.
Onge sewage system. But nitiere olango no kiyude line kod there is a type of smell ma wuok ga sama giwuok e bur gilure cha. It's a very unique kind of smell. Koro parore ma giwacho ni it means ni I've only mana winje ga ndalo ma I used to catch ndalo mani kwa dhok and all that kapiny otuo in oro. Yeah, a lot. They would come out tiwinjo kada wawacho ni olango wuok nikech that iwinjo harufu from
okay. And gima wacho gacha en an interaction with nature.
Exactly.
Ekibong'eyo that thing nikech en a certain smell ma wachni kaka wan jo Nairobi okibi ng'weye.
Yep.
Wachon sano wan jo geto wang'weyo sewage.
Nyakibed a child of the earth. Nyakibed a child of the earth. Correct. Town kucha sewage ose dino
ubi thoroughly.
So I think my omino no lango ng'we.
So oketo ni olango ni ema ng'we.
Yes, wacho no lango ng'we gi oro kata koth ochwe.
So the constant then olango kaka
ng'we no.
Nikech side walonge no lang.
Yeah. Oh yes, olal. Okay. Oh, you actually these no in most of these things from a symbol. Negi
asembo
some
sia.
yes.
Emomiyo napenji ni what is this
Yeah.
this this
Yeah.
gini
Olango.
is olang.
Yeah, so that's the myth around the smell.
I know
We
it's
would
interesting.
know, we would know kawa terudok kati terudok mudo. So you would know no, Olango are coming out or wherever they stay because of that smell. Kata okochu non nyakinegi, you will just feel
Kara
the smell. Yeah.
karabet gi jotuoro bebe.
Ber malich.
Nitie
Ber
some
ahinya.
advantages kanyo nikech
Oksam
dhano
all the time. Jotu jotu jotuore
Eh?
mano okuongo invent nyaka Facebook etuoro. Ori mos.
Yotun ka e oboke.
E oboke. Eh? Facebook
Makata tinde iluongo buk noboke.
oboke. Facebook one day onyange no sie patieno. Ibu
Ah,
Facebook.
emomiyo uluonge ga noboke nikech kanyo ema nundike.
Bas. Dokne
Wawe numiwa dholuo madip kara inena.
wano achako invention chon kapok onyuol ng'anyo, kapok onyuol wiye duong'.
Okay, aneno. Waendelea tuwacho ni, the first proverb implies that one often takes one's after one's parents, if not physically, then in character. It is often used to comment on situations where a child does something, often despicable, that reminds people of their kin's character. It supports the view that one's ancestry is a permanent factor in one's life. Mano interesting. Telo waboduogo i these proverbs kendo nikech ginyalo bedo interrogated mamit. Nikech kiwachono lang'o ng'we, waboduogo nikech I find them very interesting.
Ramoth iwacho ni Olango, ok Olango. Olango is the name of a person. That thing long Olango. You see the way
Korukono.
it's twisted, yes, Olango.
Wacho dunka wacho ni magi mi kalego. Magi siayo kalego, siayo.
Min
Kojo
pinje.
siayo. Wacho ni the mother of nations. Wacho the second proverb passes the same message using a different perspective. In this proverb, the fact that one tends to be consistent to one's character is stressed. The character having been formed through hereditary and experience. The proverb implies that one cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Thus, the literal sense that a soldier ant will still reek regardless of weather. Or Emmanuel Wachoka, soldier ants smell both in drought and the wet season. Nikech nasomeg English mar jatown. Koro nakao ni the soldier ant ema smell. Ok ni the soldier ant nigi smell. Iwinjo telo?
Yes, awinjo.
Emomiyo jatuoro ber. Nikech ineno wang'weyo sewage koro kata gine ka ok wawinjo. Alafu wacho ni will reek regardless of weather. Questions of heredity, of course, link easily with matters of parenthood. In this regard, the Luo have a proverb that says, Ng'ama nigi nyathi ok nind e thim. Ng'ama nigi nyathi ok nind e thim. Meaning, he who has a child does not sleep in the wilderness. Pod wacho this relates to hereditary. And aneno ni ber kwa go through, but kendo waduog warang the proverbs. Okay. The points net on it, but waboduog warango the proverbs themselves. Wacho this means a child is an investment and is expected to be the parent's benefactor in their old age. This belief defines the child's responsibility to the parent and also informs the society's concern with fertility. Also, kinship is stressed. The Luo worldview, as captured in the proverb, takes a less obligatory tenor from one it adopts on the child's parent it adopts on child-parent relationships. It emphasizes the element of individuality in fraternal relationships and just falls short of saying that one's brother is not their keeper. Thus, the sibling is told, Kikipa kirigi mwandu ma kowadu. Do not boast about your brother's wealth. And chamana kowadu okmoni ni chanman kowadu okmoni nindo. Meaning, your brother's poverty does not make you sleepless. Or make sense then?
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very common Luo proverb, by the way. I've had
Chanma kowadu.
Chan mako wadu kumoni nindo. I've had it, yeah. Although in some of the senses that we have that we hear them in, and then a direct application sometimes, very very direct application. It
Google example.
doesn't give,
Kiwachon direct.
and then any yeah, direct translation ma, for example, ka nyathini possibly nyathini okinyal chulo school, okinyal chulo ni nyathini school, right? Okinyal tero nyathini school. To possibly neno ni the neighbor to possibly ni kod nyalo moro matin, and you go there to they don't bother, they don't care, like an benda onge go, but joge to are in school, and deep down you think samoro wa par maybe gi onge go, but deep down you think they have something to spare. Oni king'iyo kaka gichal, you feel ni onego mi 5,000 ok nyal tame nwang'o, mi adhi achul kata ma japuonj dwaro saneza, but ibedo onge wan be kama. Then when you're coming back, I've had the mother wacho adhi ka ng'ane, in their own talk I hear them wacho wadhi ka ng'ane no okonya gi gima kama. To kata mana even food, leave alone even school fees is a bigger thing. Kata sukari na onge gi skaro nyathina ai madho manyo kabada. So ate ka ng'ane mondo gi miya kata kijikari wada kata ng'ama dewa onge chan ma kowadu ok tami nindo. That's that. So it's a very direct application. Yeah. You can't learn anything deeper in it because it's totally a very, very direct translation. But that I don't think that's what our ancestors meant when they say that.
The end catching in gigo, the more maji dark, the more mako change to or change the context. Kaka ni timo ngato okimie pliers. Makoro chan mako wadu oknomo nini. Hey, what's akina boni do maber. What's Kristo boni go.
Yes, machane chan moko mona nindo mayo.
Kinigisen gari bo nindo ka. Bo dia kama.
Kendo gari onindo. The only gima dhi konyigo, mata dhi konyigo, mato kabi. Sani mondo yud means madhi kori kocha tek, adhi drop me. Mano to is not a problem. But my objective had to be achieved. Yeah.
Anadia ma kikao gini gito sometimes kata fuo moko inyalo avoid. Makin kiketo religion mang'eny to both agi, but kiketo rieko ma jodongo to kendo bet mayom.
And GK kami mention no. Kangiso ka jowagi ni the reason, this is a very practical example. Kendo ber ni wache kamano monda I relate ki samoro ka wache ka maybe we don't we may not say how and ka wacho ga ni ka ise chako wuodh being in the Luo consciousness. Mi chopo, there's a stage maki chope to you realize 80% of gik machando we have got nothing to do with you. That was one of those things. Let me, but why angis gigi momio. If I got involved in giving out the pliers, there is no guaranteeing that pliers would have sorted that thing in 5 minutes. Right? What of we would have stayed there until midnight or past midnight, trying one pliers, yes, but does it mean in the Korokin pliers to them? It might possibly even need more than a pliers. You never know. So what would have happened? We would have stayed there Nyakasa Uchiel or Pastor Uchiel Utino. That is an inconvenience market raki. I should have avoided it. Had got nothing to do with me.
Completely.
So if I got involved, ai ngane ngai bwana ni nyaka kunye, hey mtoke kwamo wami players. You
Ama
are
abed
a retake nyakoluongo
abed
mechanic.
abed
That
ja
was
Kristo maber.
that was another suggestion. No luongo mechanic be, and I knew ni mechanic no kabiro. I'll have to stay there with him until the car is sorted. You get it? Mano was not my problem. I was not gonna get involved in that. I avoided that. Ne mtoki ni ndoka abdropi out. Watch mtoki ni kinyi ni lost king. Period. Simple.
Very
Pliers. Kendari
interesting.
ingo kode mtoka to pliers to ni boot. Ok pliers. Toolbox. Ni boot.
Toolbox. Pliers.
Yes.
Eh,
So
to telo kata kiwacho kamano wach ni kata ka ni kelo kata ni rito bibet kode kanyo urito jagine. Urito mechanic.
yeah.
The problem na en fuwo cha. That nonsense. Fuwo cha. Mano it nadi kata kimiye plus. Fuwo cha was the issue. Nikech nwase wacho. The point was not ni ibo bet kode ama problem bo wuok. Problem nwacho ni which type of men are these?
Yeah.
Maonge tools.
Yes. That was my question.
That was
And
the
that's
main
what I asked
question.
myself. How can this guy not have a pliers? How?
To telo ing'e maber, it is not a thing of he cannot afford it or he
That's the
doesn't know
problem.
where they come
That is the
from.
problem. That's the problem.
Eh,
Yes.
Kata this idea need to bet kanyo that is not the issue. Issue nwase wacho is this principle. Nodichuo is tools. 2026, 2027, 2028. Ang'eni nyaka 3050. Dichuo bodong tools.
Correct.
Kata kwadhi telo 1,000 years after wadhi. Dichuo bodong tools. It will not change. It will not change because we are not there. It will not change because our grandchildren will be the ones on the scene. Man could be depend.
Ramoth, do you know how the ingeo kikachak with the wrong wording? It is so pathetic. That is the best word I can use. Ni ringo to ngato stopi. To stopi, you can see ningani needs help. Maybe keto hazards and what could be happening? And in most cases, a family. For me, this is me, a family. Inwango ngaton kanyo nya mama bet chieng kanyo gi nyithindo and all that. And you say, let me stop. Maybe you do and I have water here. I just give them and I pass. To ngato ngisi no onge gi wheel spanner. To en go panja. How?
That is the crime. And gintindo kan.
Then how did you start this journey?
Ken in kendi sawa. Inyalo negi kanyo kendi is okay.
Yes.
But gintindo kod gine kanyo.
Aya,
Mano
is another version. To koro milo ichum to koro goal ni I had said it, but because of the spare tire mogolo from where the spare tire stays, onge moya. Spare onyalo bedo gi wheel spanner en go. Now the problem is the spare tire monego ben motuchicha igolo tiketo. That's why it's called a spare. Why is it called a spare?
Telo an kendo gimiwacho no kaka a very 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 practical thing. Achiew gokinyi. Mino da biro to nyisa ni gari cha side ma right ne flat. Wacho mano tich mayot. Wacho nang'e nitie spare kacha, aborango gino, takao spare cha taketo. Gima ber notimre ka wan ot. Adhi telo, ayawo kanyo. Kara laptop natere ka mechanic jogi nokalo kod spare. Awacho donge an gi moko manatiyo go e gari moro chama gin similar. Wadhi akaw mago, a replace mapiyo piyo. Telo asekawo nikech en the same type of bus kama. Akawo, akelo kanyo. Mokwonga tools telo. Tools okonya golo the wheel. Tools okonya golo the wheel. Agonyo. Nikech nok ane kaka kendo nadwa this wiya wil kode. Moro ma teko ne ng'eny gani. Ochal drill lakini ok en drill. Wiya wil kod nyinge. Naonge. Nan gumo. Ma seche moko gigo ogoga alafu togolo.
Igolo piyo they.
Bas.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Wiya no wil nan gumano but naparo ni mano ok bitimo. Naparo ni mano onge power. Koro kara nitie pla gini akia. Wiya wil kod tools gi. But akawo mano nanyiewo. Nena kanyo. Nanyiewe gimoro 3 years ago. Nena kanyo. Tacho no akawo gini atem. Telo katemo to yawo. Agole. Akawo gino atero kucha. Kakelo tile cha. Kara joka telo tile ma 2018 kod ma 2025. Joka no loko size.
Yeah. Happens.
Negi loko size. Koro wheel space ma wheel no ok donj. To dong telo iparo joka nosekalo gi spare na. Telo ing'en kendo matin taparo ni nitie toolbox moro ma ng'ato repair ga go puncher. Ochal kaka almost the same kaka mandiga but repair go.
Yes. And yes, I know it.
Telo ing'en an gi wuoda wan kanyo. Wuoda ma en 13-14 years old. Nwamako gini to repair gini to waduoko banyaka sani tile na matiyogo.
Yeah. Tools.
To ineno tool ma repair no telo. Nanyiewe 4 years ago. Just in case.
To ing'eni kidhi a petrol station. This is kama nitie. Kidhi a petrol station. To in gi puncher. That gino ing'iewo igdonjo inside the convenience store. Gino ing'iewo separately. It's on you. They don't provide it. Ibro chulo, but that kit kionge go, you have to go. So an gima nopuonja en ni chieng' moro ne wadhi tadong' achiel. To samoro assume ga ni gigo are always there. To ne wan gi panchario. To an gachiel emodong'. Koro gitiyo gi mato just get in there and get in. Kachopo kacha to jogo wacho norumo pod giyudo stock. You see how so Mano gave me I'm always especially ka drive because I'm driving for 8-9 hours. I make sure they are more than 2 man go. And with the wheels, with the spare wheel, gimatimoga GK any every fill up, maybe fill up the tank. Everything gets checked. Tire bedo checked entiere for before I set up for surgeries. Yeah.
Telo ema wacho ni tools. Emomiyo ok wabiri lent. Wach moro ni mechanic ne dhi biro and all this. Tools. Nikech telo nan kanyo gi wuoda. And to him, repair that time was priceless. Nikech bang'e napenje ni ineno ma is knowledge ma ng'ato ok nyal maye. Nikech ma practical experience moneno kwa fix gini kode
And
botiyo.
most boys like that.
Eh.
Something with the dad, they like it.
Ma en man e time no.
It's an experience ma wiyo kwilgo.
So telo mano wabo change nadi king'iso ng'ato nokian mondo ubed kanyo urit mechanic. Mano ok isolve the issue. Issue and tools.
Yeah.
Issue and tools. Nikech kidhi kod ng'ani next time, to labda ituo kaka ne idhi chuo gine. Ma ng'ano wacho nonego imiye mondo madhe go gine. Oketie Hennessy. To ng'ani telo en pod orito mechanic. Ok onyal fix gini mondo ochop hospital. En gigo tame. Ok respect tools. Ok respect the knowledge ma fix gini. Telo ma is difficult. Ibotho kanyo kurito gini.
Yeah, things happen. Donge jithoga karito ambulance.
To donge. Telo koni kata kapok ichako driving school, nyaka idhi first aid class.
Correct.
Nikech koni kiyudo ng'ato on the side of the road ko ohinyre, it is illegal weye.
Yeah. You can't drive away.
Moko ma jo Kenya weyiga kanyo gi luor, it is illegal. So interpretation ni mar illegal, whatever.
No, ing'eyo ni mano seche go akelo muma ma samoro ok wawuog aicha. Seche aina go nitie verses ma support behavior. Ineno msamaria mwema. Seche go emisome gigo nai. Nitiere nitie ng'at moro jomoko ne dhi kanisa ne gilewo koro they just pass. Kendo gikalo the other side. Luongo ndiki muma. Koro muma is higher than any other law that you want to put for us. In such scenarios, wabro kuot ni muma Ramoth.
Matek. Telo anaseyudoga accident Kenya. Ka koreka apuonjra, koreka alan ani process mar tieko driving. Koro agine. Telo nitie joma nobiro kanyo bokonyo. Achiel en politician. A very known politician. En manotamre weya kanyo. To nodagi nowacho nokawe ika. Akiwuog ka. Mano tawacho ga ok en jaluo but kochung for president en to nyaka gochne.
Kata oyudo mana kura adek kama nwamiyo party
kata oyudo achiel.
Kama nwamiyo party wacha.
En an pok ochunga. To kanega ka en gi interest mar chung'. So nokonya to ng'at moro nobiro kanyo, jamatatu moro kod ng'at moro ma ja lori. To jogi nowacho, jamatatu ni nowacho gimoro ma interesting. Kata jalori nikech ne giwuoyo. Ne onge jaluo kanyo atol. To moro ni nowacho asega moko. To ji noweya. Bana wacho chieng' moro ka yudo ng'at momoko takonyo. Nikech an ji noweya. Koro understand kaka gino feel from that other side. Jogo nodhi koda nyaka but Nairobi to gari ne rach ni ne ging'isa donj kanyo ariemb wadhi wan kodi. Atemo mokogo nagon polis. Iparo negi gin. Negi bodha kata teko. So tools. To kendo gima nokonya kanyo en nena issue matin. Nena duoko gari indara. Alafu change wheel no mondo oket spare. Jolori gi ema notimo. Gin mane gitimo. Achopo nyaka Nairobi. The same night. Gari maonge kata lights koro. So tools tell. Mami acho ga tools. Tools ok tugo. Mami acho no keto Ukristo kanyo ok kony ng'ani. Obo beti situation moro chieng' moro matek ma tools go bo bokonye kabisa.
Mm.
Bokonye kabisa. To dichuo en tools to nyako test gi nyako ti kodgi.
Mm.
An
Emomiyo kata
code
kwan gimilu fire drilling itimo ga nang'o? Fire drilling
alafu
itimo
kendo iparo na telo. En interesting ahinya. Ni koni fire oboluongo ginadi. Karibu kila village nigi fire station. To joma tiyo e fire station ni majority gin chuo ma village no to gin volunteers.
Yes.
Gin ma gidhi ga simo mach. To gin chuo ma that village. Ma wach moro ni girito zimamoto mano nyaka nyithindgi dhi ga tichako timo gi training chon. Makata seche moko iwinjo ka chuo ni kanyo. To iwinjo ka gino ywak sa 8 gotieno to nyaka gichung'. Onge gimoro ni giborito
No ng'ama ondiko.
Telo wan go very certain.
To school kae kata mana schools kaka schools ma nyithindo nitiere sometimes ibwogo gi abwoga to ng'ato dhi break that glass to pop. Wait.
Gina drill koro.
Ineno kaka they react to fire. Kech mano assuming gino nyalo timre adier, what can happen. Once in a while itimega. Once every time itime. Ok inyis gino timre karang'o. But once every time itimonegi. To leave alone kata that. Kata alarm e ot. One of the guys nonyisowa mare DT nonyisowa ni you can't be assuming ni gini tiyo. Sometimes just press it. And then you see if people can react. Then if we can come. Because killing a ling, you are assuming chieng' ma gimoro timore adier, you are trying to press it. Kara battery no John. This thing is yes.
John.
This thing is
kata telo kone kama ntie every Wednesday. Chuogi every Wednesday nyaka girom to gidhi test alarm no. Every Wednesday all over villages gite.
That thing is meant to save life. So it has to be in a working condition.
Every Wednesday. Mano obed winter, obed summer, obed snow.
Mach
Nyama bodhi test.
mach ing'e nok wach ng'ano biro biro sadi. So whether it's summer or kodwa muoch to muoch. So nyaka time.
To telo machuo. Kama mechuo ok nyal bedo excuse. Wan ni koro dichuo koro ena redho ich kanyo. En ga CEO ma useless maonge. Kama chuo to en makoro dwa nokonye gi ngas mokwongo. Tela kia ka dineno pichani. Ma en beside the point. But nineno mach nowuok to ng'at moro ne nitie i lodging. Kod nyako moro matin. Akia kisoe neno clip no.
I'm not sure. Maybe you.
To ng'ani telo wuok dirisa was a problem. Iye kende telo. Iye kende. Tami nang'o manotimo kod nyako no iye. Iye kende. Otame wuok dirisa. Oh.
Ramoth, in a twinkle of an eye, asega fwenyo ni in most cases mothers react ka issue otimore to they react first to their kids. Dichuo nyalo kuongo ringo 5, 6, 7 steps mondi koreko paro, nyithindo dong chien. The mother would never. Most mothers would not. They would rather die.
Telo can very sure. Labda mineno.
Maseneno, they would that instinct would never let them. They will always in fact most of videos ma samborings what happened.
During
Inwang'o kata
propaganda ma wajogi.
wall luar, moro naneno ma wall is falling, to this guy is running away. To mama ni to podho kuom nyathine, the wall would rather fall on her first. Kapok odhi kuom nyathi. But it was...
Telo ano kan convince kaka jogi rodho abortion katugo. Ai. No.
No, you don't have to be honest with you, mothers, especially mama mosenyuol man gi nyathi. Instinct
No.
Kiara.
No. And watching specific mothers might listen
Well,
this
most mana seneno scenarios aina moseyudo scenarios aina go. In kata mana to be honest with you, GK, kata mana at when I was still in the military those years, I have practical scenarios 5 or 6. I can tell you that the reaction of the mothers was top notch. Top notch. Men ran away. Mokwongo. Gigo steps abich auchiel apar. Koreko pare.
Telo, ang'isi gimoro ma abit kaka nanenega. Most the military does not count.
No, I'm talking of experience.
Ang'eyo. That is experience. But wang'isi telo. Majority of the males doing military have no purpose.
No, GK, I think, let me put into context. I'm talking of Raya. You are in a life-saving situation. It's save Raya. I'm talking of Raya. My situation might be onego bed saved or in and that's a problem. An accident or something. More involved Raya. The reaction of the mothers is always totally different. They always think about, so I'm talking about the numbers, Masen, I'm not talking about the whole population. But in scenarios, Masega Beti, the mother's reaction always towards their kids is always sharper, quicker than the male.
Because Anto tell from my experience, I say no Kachu are doing way more. Gin ready to die. Gin ready to die.
No, kagi duogo. Samo duogo chiencha. To Koro, the courage is back. He shows that I'm not saying.
Mano no seringo lueny. Donge emomiyo telo wacho gani.
Exactly.
Ko wacho ni generation ni, especially in our generation, it is very vital mondo gibed. Okay, it's very vital mondo wabed kamano. Kagimano wasomocha on the weekend ni, it is true. Then it is important ni this jogging akabed the scaredest. Okay, Ogibi gore lweny. Ogibi fight for the community. So, and emomi atemo wacho ni I think it is the natural state and kama wantie. So ntie ngama it has to benefit someone that jogi behave like this. Emomi onachako good example ma ne iye. Yani telo kingisa wapenji angisi, this is what I mean. Kaka ngama kaka jatuoro. Idwa ngisan majority of the men time manun kuro ne gichwe kose ne gin very lean.
Mkoa dongo. Ramoth, pur mwapuro e gweng' ka.
Bas.
Gi wawuotho ka wadhi dhok, waringo bang' dhok cha. Tero dhok modho e dam. Idhi puro kinyi. Idhi ka in nyathi school, you walk to school. Giduogo, idhi okinyi, iduogo lunch, idok school, ichak iduogo godhiambo. Wagwere gi mpira weekends, gwene mpira and all that. Jodongo kata joma dongo gi. They're busy in the village oko ditch. En duar.
Ditch gasate.
En duar, en pur, en jomong'e loso these things kaka uder and what, hamiero, you know those things, those baskets. Jogo ditch, they omo gigo e bungu.
You're self-sufficient.
Yes. Koro, people are well, people have taken care of themselves. Kidhi e chiro you walk. Onge weche moko mag kian mutokni. kiam pikipiki masani gero drop aka sani and all that. Those things don't play. Kiriembo ndiga, you know, ndiga donge sani kata jichulo gym to dhi riembo ndiga e gym. To wan ne
Kendo
wariembo ndiga
saidi.
for free.
Yeah.
So
Boku mos kata jodongo.
to kendo mano to
Jodongo.
to an
Omiyo jodongo
mariambo
golo
cha mana
cases.
en tekoni ema teri. Mae to
So
giwuondre ka
then,
gise ol to gi adjust yot gi idha koro to boko sud ka en mana kamoro.
ejone na kanyo. Endi ganadi to kosud.
To kosud.
But telo,
Yeah.
wabe kata gini, kata town. Majority of chuo, nok gichwe. They're very lean. Not thin, lean. Again, lean. I mean, that fat was under control. Again, lean. But you done the same space. And they want you, tinde again so lean.
But Ramoth, I think there's a number of dynamics, eh?
Watch. Orange.
No, I just made out again lean. Gin lean dalo chan kich space money one theory and what was going on. But Sunny, a number of things have including food. Dalo cha wan wariembo ndiga watim mangoto nyukai madho gi nyoyo to raboni madho gi chai. Then McDonald kiab KFC gidiyor kai.
So it is imperative ngato dwani the states should be like that. Ematemo wacho. The state should be like that. So mondineni gimi wacho no kadok to the point. Ni gimi wacho no, these ones are the first ones to react to situation. Okay, na natural process.
It's wrong. Correct. Thank you.
It is something that ngato say okay te like this. And the society just react. Naturally, that is not manoko nego bed natural instinct in the
Correct. I
first
see where you are driving the point. It has landed home properly. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is okay a situation mangato nyalo wacho. They are the first ones who are active. No, in one in an artificial environment, yudo koma chuo oluoro kata tho. Nkech no wacho kandi your death is what makes your life also interesting. Kin 300 years to reconcile. Uboko sana go wadu alafu bo reconcile year 435. Koro kila ngato timo mana nonsense. But bedo nuwa kia kiny yonge miyo your presence value. Ibet valuable. Nkech kiny nyalo koso bet. So it's important. Emana wacho kagikao kama ni women are the ones who are always first. Gibo bedo very deceived. Gibo you drain problems. Alafu gibo bet this certain characteristic more develop okinyal okgin pleasing to be around. You're not one every time and more control what is happening. To watch on this the world of Diga Kamano. Again, artificially giketen it seems like that. Now people are following, but it's a whole game metimo, which Ginyalo Paranit is not a game, but Kakano Wajoja. I say wacho gigi telo several times. So Kanyema drive that.
Ramoth ingeni jate ker ma piny mowacho ga ni piny mar freedom cha.
Aparo ido wacho ni ker mamarwa.
Ker mar kama ugine to kod jatend migao mar lweny magin go tinde giluonge ni migao mar lweny. Ing'e ni gigolo joma mine e gini. To asega bit ka pinja reason margi en ang'o. Nikech aparo ni dhano are either wa politicize kata wakete as a race. So I read something kamoro mane wacho ni report moro ni FBI ogolo. Nikech jogi oro jolweny oko sana. Remember gihero everywhere gidhi. To ne report no wacho ni joma mine koduogo koa e gigo, effect margi en ga 10 times kagi ni gine emotional effect kakidwa no gibed rehabilitated and all that. Most of them end ga up gin jonekni nikech gik magineno kacha. Remember kata in jawacho kaka ni gin emotional. So yes, obedo trained
And amplified.
en jalweny obedo trained is fine, mano to is, but you can't train anybody's emotions. Okay. Koro ka gidhi kacha to gineno kama shooting otimre, oneg mine, ginego nyithindo, to ma en a mother. Ka gidok, they get greatly affected. Koro report ne wacho ni jogi mane gimomiyo gitemo golo joma minego sana e posts go sani, especially posts madongo dongo makae to gidhi gin ema gidhi bedo kata mana unit commander mo or Iraq or a unit commander. Their reaction sama gin e field kucha is not, nikech samoro they hesitate nikech oparo to jomom lead gi to rito gani, hey, say something before we get killed. To en pod away. That report said that.
Nitie a bit of difference. Ing'eyo nitie kaka emomiyo wanyalo bet kod ot, kod mama, kod baba, ji nyalo bet, nikech that difference ne konyo. Kaka ineno magnet, negative, positive ne konyo. But wazunge gin nikech wawacho ga ni gin nyithindo of civilization, of humanity. Gibiro ga, en kaka iwacho ga ni inyalo bet kod Gen Z nyalo bet kanyo to dwa ng'isi about love nikech en Gen Z, ok nikech learn from nature, nikech en Gen Z. So meaning ni Gen Z miye right mano everything. Ama jaduong' dwa ng'isi the same nikech oduong'.
Nikech oti.
Meaning oti. So such type of things. Ema koro nitie difference. Ok nyal bet denied. Nitie difference. Nitie purpose ma gigo serve. Emomiyo nawacho nature is the truth. Nikech mano ema ok idwa ga winjo. So gigi giboneno mo and mo. Giboneno mo and mo. Alafu kendo gima interesting, daneno clip moro telo. Nen kanye, en Nigeria kose kure. Ne a whole battalion of women soldiers gin gi ich. Telo all. Madonge en miracle telo.
Ng'ama dhi tich?
Madonge en miracle telo. So ineno magi gik mane gitemo pretend nok bi bet kamano. But gineno ni timre.
Ariyo moko nyocha ne gibedo deployed DRC ndalo moko achien kacha higni 3 mokalo, nyocha giduogo nyocha noneg gi mang'eny. Ariyo noduogo gi ich.
Telo gin ne gidhi lweny mopogre. Gotaton gin gidhi. No, okay.
Gia DRC kanyocha. Ariyo no.
Wacho oneg gi mang'eny.
Noneg gi mang'eny 14. Eka gibedo with the drone. Kagame ok tugo. Kagame ema nonego gi.
En mano tieko gi.
Yeah, ne gin koda spat gi magiyanyre gi gine ne giyanyre properly. Ne en gima gibedo reported nyaka AU ema no decide ni ogol jogo duok piny gi bana. 14 bodies nokelo. Koro regiment manoduogo ka ngimago, kuom manoduogo ka ngimago ema ariyo oduogo kan gicho.
Telo omed somo gini nikech mano mako dhoga. Mano ne wacho chan man kowadu ok moni nindo.
To ne kapok idhi mbele Ramoth, ni that proverb emokelo all that discussion kaka jawache ga ni achiel ma short gi aluoro gi gasa.
Ma short gi gin ga loaded. Nawinjo telo kendo nawinjo ka ng'ato wacho kamano. Nowuoyo about cyber security. To wacho owuoyo kaka professor ne nong'ise how to solve problems. i exam. To wacho ni profesa ne nong'ise ni kineno statement ma short manowerigo. Manowerigo. Mago e problems matek. Kidhi problem miyudo ne en gi paragraph mane machakgo. Nawinjo ka baba aparo gimiwacho ni kara luo nitie atia kaka otiyo.
And
Nikech ng'ani ok en
Proverbs
luo.
macheko gi ma half a sentence gi. Aluoro gi
Kata
sana.
kineno mbaka ka, kata kineno the stories mwasomoga mek luo ka. Otin lakini en potent.
Bas.
So wacho ni the first proverb notifies us. Proverb mokwongo en kik ipakri gi mwandu ma kowadu.
Kowadu.
The first proverb notifies us that despite close blood ties, each individual is responsible for him or herself. One cannot therefore boast about the success of a sibling. The sibling has at least invested time and energy to achieve what he or she has, and is not ready to waste it by virtue of kinship to the less successful. This proverb sounds a warning to lazy people who seek glory by associating with success of their kin, but do nothing for themselves. The second proverb, Manochan Makowad Wukmoni Nindo, puts the case more crudely. One carries one's cross and bothers least with other people's worries, whether they are siblings or not. Despite this fact, however, the Luo still cherish kinship and recognize its permanence as captured in the proverb Watosiko. Kinship is permanent. Put differently, one can choose one's friends but not one's relatives. This point is emphasized in another proverb, Wat. Kinship is kinship. The community therefore counsels people to acknowledge kinship and survive within it. The Luo also notice, nevertheless, that blood ties are essentially redundant, if not buttressed by interpersonal relationships. Thus they say, what imedogosiep. Kinship is complemented with friendship. Kinship is thus the tree, but friendship is the manure that fertilizes it. Left unattended, kinship is as good as dead. Kinship is protective because, in times of trouble, relatives are expected to be sympathetic. This is not necessarily because they are likely to be the most helpful, but because they are the nearest and are assured to have an intuitive obligation to the preservation and survival of their kin. This is the point expressed in the double-billed proverb. Ondiegi thuru okchami duto. A beast from your home does not eat you completely. Tindo tek. This is a rather sharp reminder that intra-kinship feuds abound but should never be destructive. This proverb can be compared to a statement that when a mother canes a child, it is not because she wants to injure him. Rather, it is because she wants to discipline or correct the child. The parent who canes to harm is misguided. Similarly, the relative who seeks to dispense fatality on kin in conflict is admonished. The proverb puts a seal on the kind of hostility permissible between kin. Hostility must be benign. Mane gitieko kar kinship kanyo. Telo idwa wacho yango kanyo. Some very interesting points.
Practical example. Kiparo issue na mar le. Nikech ma is exactly on what happened. Kinship. And issue na mar le. Osetimre. Osekwe. Which osekwe. Jaduong' moro osebiro mosekawo le. Kech owacho ni man koro ng'ato ok nyal mule. Le kunyal mule no. Koro en gima bedo handled gi jodongo.
Makoro sacred.
Yes. Koro jaduong' nosebiro koro ting'o leno e lwete. Oluongo kwarwa cha, to luongo ankona mane idwa bar wiye gi lecha, to luonga. To wacho the four of us. He went far, odhi mabor e tie chiel, far away from everybody else. Emoluongo. To ng'isowa ni jomoko kuom utindo kaka nyathini to koro pod tin sana. To ok wanyal ketho ngimane. To ne
owacho in koso wacho ng'a?
Owacho an, I was the youngest. Remember, an young. Nikech ne wan 3 people. Yes.
In a chogo in that
scenario. In that scenario. I was hardly 20.
Bas.
To the other, my uncle mane gigore gi brother mar kwarwani. Which is kwara, my own grandfather, baba gi ng'at mothoni, to give the guy makoro dwa baro. These are brothers. You get it? Yes. So this is the koro uncle nani en koro en about 30 something. By then, Kwarwato is now en ng'at makoro duong'. Koro we were generations apart. To wacho ni now nyakalosu le oktugago. I had no idea. Man is I'm picking up from there. Watch le. Then I watch will handle it. But anyway, fast forward. Why I'm saying that. There were a lot of exchanges around that. Koro families are exchanging words and all that. Atila Diang could now write Atila Diang. The Luang na Atila Diang.
Ngani part ni no Kingiso Waga. Kingiso Waga gigi kaka episodes.
Yes.
Episode.
So another episode. To madonjo kinship mwacho kawuono. Okay, there is a proverb ma was used. That's why it pricked my mind. Oh, this is where. So I did look at Tatilo B. So they are discussing it with my grandmother. Tired. Atilo saying that is the best thing to do, but nyakwara tabaro they go sani. Kawatieko ka abe kode. Joma dongo ka ung'e gima biro timo mokwongo. Kapok gimoro amora otimore adhi kode. And she used the word hoso. Abe hose. That is what she said. Now, but exchanges manosebetegi. Attila told my grandmother this proverb. Ni nyoko kawa ng'oma. A uchwat ilore mos. Because she had started picking up, and if she hit the roof, gweng' dhi much. But Attila felt ni gini omako families and in wede.
Omako families.
Family. In wede
relatives.
Yes. So, however, exchanges might be one thing na kegigo how it was happening between our families. Jo madongo dongo kawa ma winjo ni auntie Namoro was like, "Udwan nego nyatio wadwa anyal."
Bas, don't get much of them. And chaos.
I came to hear about that later. I didn't hear that, but I'm told Nino she was crazy. No, was crazy. Mulole. Udwan nege and all that. Yeah. So. My grandmother, I think an auntie now fed my grandmother. Koro the auruchako bobni koro. Do a much. Attila said that gine to my grandmother. Muse nyoko kangoma. Auchwat iloremos. Gini odonje yot. Kae to chako medo kuol ni thuolo donje ko. Ari machak. Idwatimo ipuko chake kimneg thuol kose idwatimo. So a number of proverbs were used by around the same thing. To anamako ahinya eni aoch wat ilorimus. And that was the end of that discussion. Which means grandmother felt wanyalo feel but we are from king to koro jaduong ne masa moro kendo yoro eren du wacho ne jaduong ojwang obio timwa kama. and possibly weche
No,
nos.
jogo no wuoyo in layers.
Yes.
Eh,
So
nikech
this episode donjo
kanowach kamano,
gi misomo kawuono.
kowach kamano to danu o relax. Jakutende reza.
Yes.
Mano layers.
Bisa. She said to Dano, Attila just said ni nyakwara dhigo out what ilore mos. Nyoko kawawe kamano nyoko kawangama out what ilore. And then to wacho ka koro wuok ne gi akia whatever they still got, and then to ko chung oluonga we going to wacho ne hey o ko thuolo donje konyo oko ko angoma. Watim nango wanego ko watim. I didn't understand that totally. By then I didn't understand what it meant. Thuolo donje ko wanego wapuko chak eka wanego thuol kose wanego ko gi chak gi thuol e. Which one do we save? What save ko? What save chak? But how do we take thuol out of the whole thing?
Tena kia kaka nyalo ng'isi. Gino, jogi no wuoyo, yani
Kiwinjo ka wero ga Attila Dianga Rateng pinjaro gi magi.
Elongi ineno gima Attila Dianga ne timo kod gima no owacho kod dau en telo. Wow. Nikech think about telo pare mos. Thuolo donji ko.
Thuolo donji ko. Nyoko ka ngoma. Wanego ko gi thuol gi chak. Dichiel. Koso wami thuol, waluongo thuol to wuok nikech it's possible. Wanyalo golo thuol ei ko. To koro ko kotore to chak bende nitie, you decide gimidwa timo gi chak. Or wapuko chak to ka chak osepukre piny to thuol wuok. Or wanego gi te chak, ko gi thuol.
Telang'isi gand kweregi. You understand gimo penjo dau?
Much later, not then. Not then. Then it was just like
Mbaka.
It meant nothing to me.
Pretty interesting. Kendo gima notice conversation no. Git read Proverbs.
Yes.
Dau meet proverb to cool down.
It did. I can tell you for a fact.
O cool down. So apenji etelo. Dau onge sani. Like in this form. And mana inside you people. But onge in this form. But proverb manomi eno sebet kanyo for generations. What was happening? To kenda nuoyo, maja kutende reza. Igeno mano point ba important telo, nikech makoro mako Yesu. Mok kata weri kod tipe gi kich mano koro weri ko. En Yesu e mwangaza mokwongo.
No wacho gima very interesting.
That proverb.
Now that you've brought that, no wacho gima very interesting. Nikech Attila wanted to be clear. Nyakwara tabigo. Kose ineno nango nyoko ka ongoma. Ok no wacho in words. It was like ija Yesu what we do. So my grandmother had that question, however deep it was. To nongi sen. Aniemo ara. Enoko are.
Telo in no se viti culture John. Kanisa mane
Nikech
dieno nok nyal tiyo.
whatever happens, en ema ong'eyo somo muma, en ema ong'e gima moa. En ema nochung' mowacho niya, chon na onyuola ka jaricho to koro aluoko richo na. I didn't say those words. En ema nowacho gigo. Kaeto jogo ero nang'o? Tukute tenderesa koro achak wuoth manyien and blah 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 blah.
Mm.
I
Mm.
didn't say those things. That was very clear to her. Ok
Mm.
onyal pusha e gini, then I'm going to do things nikech kakodwaro.
Mm. But telo kata kipare, what solution makutendereza ne ntiego for the le issue?
That is the question. That one only. That's the question. She
Kata
knew.
koteri kuom pastor. Pastor dhi ng'isi nade?
Walem go uchongu piny walem mago Yesu loyo.
Yesu oloyo le.
Yes. Dog mane giwachoga.
Ayo.
Go uchongu piny walem Yesu loyo le.
To telo, jogo notimo ne the same. Ne gikawo mana bao no ema gikete, miketoga kaka handle magineno. Male. Ema
Yeah.
gigure. So, nowacho ni nokowari telo. So, katitim nadi to Atila Giri nosewacho ni nokowari. Gima wari en mana luo consciousness. So, ionge hope moro.
And we went.
Nosebayi oko.
Timo gimiluongo na hoso. Omiyo wan ga chuma ya samani. Panachesa. Wan chuma ya culture panachesa.
Oh, mate.
Odhi oteda ya gulu, oteda.
Ochwaki thoroughly.
Ochwaka thoroughly.
Kiwachoga ni
We're
gini
talking about
bedo
these
aunt.
things openly because it's my culture. It's something I'm proud of. Oh, I'm not ashamed. Kang'ato paro ni nikia ng'ano.
Yamago bad. Telo
This
nosewacho
is
no kwa explain.
this is my culture that I'm very proud of. Nkechi le has a big meaning. Ramoth, I told these people, Kenya, mise mar Kenya, if they know what mise, foundation mar Kenya, no go gilegi gigweno. They messed it up. That's why Kenya has never, Singapore, wacha, but you'll never get there.
Yeah,
You
Singapore
messed
be
up
no
the foundation.
misegi no go nade. Which one maruoko go?
Yeah, so Kenya no go gi mise mar giluo culture to unu de defile go kaeto keto. Yeah,
Giketo gik ginono.
gigunon.
Telo wacham break ka waduog. Karatila dianga nokonyo ngimani telo.
Koro mano ing'e ni juogi gi nitie kaka gitiyo ga nikech stoch Atila Diang'ani to kod stoch Lenny. You realize ni with our proverbs gi okelega mana in layers. There is this a particular stage mokochope to donjo mana gi a particular part of it, not the whole story. So that happened.
Kendo,
To
mano is what is
more
interesting.
biro mana nikech proverbs ka mag kinship ka nikech that was what I remember. Now that makes sense. Keche, that's what was said. Atila nokwero dawani nyaroko ka ng'oma auchwati loriemos.
Telling an interesting nikech samingiso a story time chato. This part we will go. But Proverbs go out this and karagini
Exactly.
not in the memory duogo.
It breaks the mem. Oh, okay. That this goes with what kweregi Ramoth kweregi break wadhi e break nyukwara ga jwang wadhi e break awacho kaka pile ni kawan kato okwago jaba kae wakile true life experiences mawa because I can't tell you what I don't know, what I've never experienced. And one thing I can never do is I can't joke with culture. And proudly so, I talk about whatever has happened to me culturally. That's why I made a conscious decision. I took a conscious decision that I'm doing this with our people and for our people. And that's why we're always thankful for Ramogi Cultural Institute for opening up such an avenue that we can speak, do our stories here. Your stories come to us through questions. When a young man, 27 years old from Britain, who has stayed in Britain since he was 9, comes back and says, guess what? I read a book that says Africa didn't have, leave alone Luo. He didn't say Luo. He said Africa didn't have history. And then here I am. Our people are talking about a book called Luanda Magere. This is a Luo. And the story is blending so well with what I wanted to know. But somebody told me there was nothing like that. People like Luanda Magere, there's nothing like. So if I kept quiet about it, I would have known. But I come here to visit homeland, and here I am. I'm confronted with the truth that our history was the best, the sweetest. And it opens that is his story. He was lost. Like we sing, Jona Lal Maraj, Tukoro Sani Wangoyaure. What do you break? Kike.
What's that, Delo?
Wang winyo mare sure no paro na kofia. Kondo. Acha gi dhoge. Kondo mane sama atila dia ng'adwa go osira to orwako kondo molo gi kine mago wang'. Feathers mago wang', yier mago wang'. To tweyo walo, to tweyo gara. To en kod poko, ng'e poko. Gin gi, yeah, that guard gi gik moko e iye. Beads ema ni iye kucha miyiengo. Kod osira e laro. Aro koro
Hello, I'm going to poko.
otemo gine gimoro to podi ok chop. Koro iluongo juogi. Atila dianga ko osira. Chakre rakach nyaka. Culture mit jodu.
Omit.
Wadhi mbele.
Telo, you notice gimoro ma interesting.
Yeah.
Ni kochak analysis ma Proverbs to gichako gi kinship.
So that's why. Remember me, okay, what your kingship, and I was thinking about it, and my mind was running and running. So the more me kelo examples mag proverbs ma fall under kinship, then that one came. Oh, okay. This is why it was used. Yeah.
Gini ka. Paro gimano penjo about culture. Nyoro.
Paro penjo manyo penjo about culture chambersa.
Aye. Winje kaka gino ne dhi mbele. From there. Kamana somo ni the top subtopic and the family as a power system. Winje title. The family as a power system.
Family as a power system.
Culture is a social machine, a power grid or system. As a holistic system, it is composed of a number of subsystems. Power systems in their own right. Subsystems begin power systems. So culture is a social machine, a power grid, but any subsystems inside it. Namami okwa donjo ga igini wanyalo dhi really inside. To wacho kama. The family is one such fundamental cultural subsystem. Wacho kama. We'll explain gimo mean. Oko mean just family. O mean kama. It is a system, Koro family, the family as a subsystem mapa actually. It is a system of social relationships, hierarchical in structure, where different members exercise different privileges, prerogatives, and different levels of authority. Akiako biro clearly, the family is a primary organization, a fundamental generator or source of power where the human and non-human capital resources of its members are pooled, shared as means of achieving its vital goals. These goals include sexual reproduction, socialization of its children, securing a common habitation, providing protection, affectional relationship among its members, maintaining and enhancing the social status of its members, and providing for their economic well-being. The family is a system where power is customarily and legally exercised, where its members are not only related by kinship ties, by blood and a shared history, but relate to each other in terms of membership rights, duties, behavioral expectations, and authority. Telo nuachon a big source of power and cultural power is organization. Emomiyo nyoro luongen white supremacy. Mean an organized system. System ma jogi more organized. Mamigi advantage. Most to gikete in such a way ma okobi benefit you nikech okin this thing magiluongo no white. Kati tim nade. Kati di polo, kati di kure. You're not counted in it. By birth. Kati bleach nade. Emomiyo dhiang' moko temo bleach. But kati bleach nade. The way the system is designed, it is designed to keep in out. But an organization. Emomiyo telo ang'isi kati la dhiang' ang'iso dhano. Naoch what? And give me low remorse. Telo jogi ne wuoyo something else. Okay, family relationships. Nikech anti nicha to ne dhi ketho this whole thing. The too much emotions.
Yeah, that is true.
And a very shallow understanding of what is happening.
No se kwanye. Macho se muke liel.
Kabisa. But ineno jodongo know what emomiyo telo lenok tu kodo nikech it is the symbol of the power system of the whole society. Okinyal tiyo go mondo ineg go ng'ato. You're turning the society against itself. Emomiyo telo ne nyaka losu gini nikech jogi okawo anko nini okawo something so symbolic to oloko gir tugo. How will the society stay together? Kaning'iso gin this is one of the symbols manomiu ka igero Kenya and you disrespected it. Nutiyo gileno nego ji. What has happened nyaka sani? Tero gini emang'isi Luo and ochako Proverbs alafu the first thing all this kinship. Okata food, kinship telo. Ay, kweregi. Wachie gimoro telo.
Hey, ingeni now when you want to understand it also, like the way now we are discussing it, or no, we're putting it into context and what these things meant. It's so crucial ni in my years after that, I've never seen le COVID abandoned anywhere anyhowly. But on this particular day, ngat mo baro yen michweko go e liel gi le oweya kanyo lazily.
Wanone amateur. Telo amateur. Amateur. Martin to cause masira.
Yes. Because
of his
kajo
responsibility.
to give thou Monday feast by feast. So I only get to quickly react impulse ga or react mana ka neno ka kazi ni oseting'o gini malo to anko na cha osekier oselwar piny ting'e ng'a midwa ga negni temo
Gini dhi yude.
ting'e ng'a midwa negni temo wadgi ni ga e siwanda kacha e timo neno ni idwa ik kendo magi lurego. And it took a split of a second. Nagwe kwarwa lwet Temalle uchikre malo, and Len never fell down. I caught it air, mid-air.
Yeah, corona telo. Kiwa jonu kwere go no fuwo. The same thing no mi Kenya, the same le no mi Kenya. And negitimo the opposite. Gimangano nedwa timo.
Exactly.
Negitiyo kode as a weapon ma destroy. Nakasani poko yudo giyudo kata their way. Ngasa mwabet kodika ni pok gikia kata what to do.
To jaduong' cha nowachonwa ni ne we los gino dala no durmo.
Yote.
De chal gi Kenya.
Gi Kenya. De chal gi Kenya sana. Kia mbele, kia chien, kia... Hello, no me getting
And the part of it that makes you understand Guinea, it was heavy in catching. Remember Ngama Guinea involved when you're doing in the twinkle of that H1, he did that. Kendo eni makoro gaidwa. You can't know that they wanted to kill each other. You couldn't.
Telo kendo wabodhi aparo no nego waduel a bit in the top view ma Proverbs nikech kinship ne gidhi go for a bit. Odhi kode for a bit. To kendo ber ni nigi this other side of the story mangiso gino exactly.
Yeah.
Mangiso kara gini no ken fuo nikech ineno kaka kwere no time sani bet ka yod Ramogi kaka jomoko gino kotime to sani gimonego bed the star of East Africa.
No ruchore, kare no ruchore, kar ruchore because ne wago dala gi lege gweno. And it was messed up.
Ne wago gweno adier telo. Noket gweno kanyo to jogo loso go ken chik.
Loso go ken
his
chik.
business.
Exactly.
No one wakia. Then about your equity. One wakia.
Nilo suru dupu. Gini we lo suru dupu wama. Gi gweno.
Yeah. Ang mami oku keto widiel.
Si, kata widiel.
Okuloso mtura. Gweno magi ang'o. Gweno kinyal loso go mtura bana utugo. Unung'e ang'o. Nyaka sani. Nyaka kawuono ni telo. Gionge clue what to do with that space. Nyoro no ng'imi clip ma Lumumba wacho nade. En koro chopo kuma wacho na angalau de no antie kod gini de wan go hope. Yani kata hope ma akia politician, akia scientist de no wan go gini. Do wan go hope. Nikech jogi biro to gibiro.
Yeah.
To gibiro gi the old game plan.
To kendo ng'isi joma biro go kopandi.
Telo dong na no
Ng'ane
kiwinjo part
biro,
no.
China biro.
No kiwinjo part no. Na wacho ni one thing mine know about Lumumba ni and a very solid grip on history.
Yes, that one he has.
Mano tek telo. Mano ng'ama neno gik moko ma...
You can take everything away from him, is fine. Everything, take away from him. Judge him however you want. But history.
Grip on history.
Grip on history.
Very sober.
He's top. He's very sober.
Very sober. So nyalo ng'isi ga some things people when did this happen. Very sober. Kata mapongo krom okchop gan. Okchop neg.
Maponga bring mostly Maponga is on the religion side of it. Yeah.
Kata dong nen pastor.
Nen pastor, yeah.
Obe noweo.
Yep, he left.
Yeah.
Obe he went to Damascus. No, he went through his Damascus moment.
Unjo kanisa telo. Unjo kanisa kuchopo mbele culture to nyakutur.
We bow down.
Maponga, Danu. Ajite. Mega kitu kuma kyo na culture to wirigo. Culture to kata
But
pastor wacho
Ramoth, you see, ingayo ni, you know, we can mess up, we can say care technology, we can say all of these things. But at some point, sit down and ask yourself, where did the rain start beating us? Where did I get it? Where did I get it wrong? Where did we start? The answers are there. You are avoiding them. Because you were better judged.
Ya delo mzungu poko wacho.
And I say face
Baba
him.
gi poko mis.
And I say face and pastor na en muzungu na face him a pain afuenyi na chal ke nyathi afuenyi to ngisa ni ifwenya nade aneno kudhe wiya wol kacha mugolo verses ka uketo piny uleme wan to kwadhi mwagoji wayweyo kaburini moikie wapayo maler mobet maler wabende wakawo kata kom wabet kanyo wabudho kanyo wago mbaka kodgi kanyo makosa maduong' mapok nodwarone. Un to mutimo cha tiluongo nang'o? Omanyo verses i Biblia tetete motieko. Kotieko tang'ise ni Abraham, Isaac gi Jacob gin kanye? Penjen kaka uluongo ga Abraham, Jacob gi kiang'a gi modong'. Abende an go jow, an go lando, an go kech. Yeah.
Obet matek.
Oluora ga kabisa wacho ga ne janiko.
Obet ne matek. Telo wabo medo
Okay, okwa piem. We are not competing. I'm just comparing notes with you.
Telo. Code? Virtual code?
Code pastor. And he said, we are not competing with Christianity. I'm Jesus. And I'm just comparing notes. Code.
Telo ibo compete gi mini ise lawyer.
Yeah.
Gima ni ise lawyer ibo compete go. Watiek kod gini telo walore mondo wabodhi next. Ka ng'ane nosewacho ka danu nosewacho boketo piny bomiyi lweta ting'a diang' mondo odhi okonyi nikech gino donjiko thuolo donjiko. Gini situation manintie noseloyo gino.
Exactly.
Ibo compete when? Telo ng'ama okay. Wakaw example sani. Yud jaduong' wachni kaka jinzi noyudo Raila kobet kanyo. Ng'ani osedhi jela. Ose go through gigi. Ose fight for this and that. Koro en jaduong'. Koro oyawonu mondo ubed koda place ma ube unyalo goro. Alafu joma sani koro ikowe neno pornography, giwe neno twerking, giwe neno dancing, giwe neno wende mofuwo. Sani ka koro wangi yawre noke. Something is happening. Gibiro to gingisi ni ma obetray wa. Odonjo nade. Ng'wech michako ni, ng'ani ose round mountain ni 70 times. Ok 7 times, 70 times.
20 times.
Ine kichako ng'wech, poki round once.
To in bende idwa chako ng'we tidwa dhi godni tir. In idwa ringo tir kik chimo
Kata
man.
awachni kata idwa luwo kaka
Be dhi
noluwo.
chop.
Awachacha ni ibo luwo kaka noluwo. Ibo chopo. Awachni ibo chopo. But kochopo kama koro mzeni obet piny. Moseluoro gini 70 times. To bet kod kijana ni. Kata nyako ni. Kata youth ni. Obo piem kode.
Good question.
Lweny mani iseloyo ipiem kod ng'atelo. Gima niloyo ka in 20s.
Yeah.
Koro telo seche moko wega explain. Nikech ok bi make sense. Nikech uwuoyo tu very. In iwuoyo language ma polo. Ng'ani iwuoyo language ma heaven. Ing'eni polo wani to ji kaka Tila Dianga no se koro wang'eyo what happens. Ng'en macha pod wakia. Wabodhi neno. So ma wand sure. So
Gikeyo. Ka ititieke. Jowagi ong'eyan ni nyiswa ni ng'ano magoga dala gi le gi thuon gweno. Erene gini kanyo. Ene screen kanyo. Ing'en some people ok nega. Samoro wawuoyo to ji wacho ni what are they talking about? Koro pichano. Analyze pichano. Ibro yudo gima wacho en kanyo. Mano Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Ema nogo dala no. Gachieng'o Ramogi Achieng'o niko.
telo mano ok en 100% true. Mano gor giri mano ore. This is how it will happen.
Yeah.
Dnen en kende. Kada chinga neko kende. Dne gitime in their generation on thiende gid not time. And that has proved to not happen. Mawode otemo kelo that thing by force.
But
Owuok kapok wa accomplish gini. So mano knen gima en mano ore. No. En no understand kamano mana nikech no ng'ise. Momiyo no ket gino kanyo. So en no think no defend that way. Maka kitimoga gino. But no. Cultural champion in mano negitim gini. Gini tijini ne riti. Gini nok nyal time 1960s. Odwaro wifi, odwaro computer. Nodwaro kama knowledge mathematics manitiyo go Africa mondo chop kumi nyalo access e pion kech no kwale. Sani eni sim, eni computer, eni tablet, itiyo kod every day. No nyiso unyoro. Now is the time to time. Time ochiek. Nkech one thing about gedo telo, no kigeda nkech igedo. Nigedo kise romo.
Sure.
Romo meaning, romo meaning ok nin koro in 20 romo kendo. Ni kaka ne giwachocha, isebet ki attend kuma jodongo wuoye to gichako realize ni chako get the Luo worldview. So bedo kod odi bo miya deeper insight into the Luo worldview. Why the family? Don't wasomo mana why family is important. Gidwa puonji kaka in gi capacity ma generate power. So, kwa dwa puonji this lesson mwasomo ni, what do we do? Okibidhi kelo nonsense. Okibidhi kelo ng'eyo mari no kuom babau. Nakiba itime. Ekiboelewa mzeni. Tomzecha. So, ma ne onge gama ne nyalo accomplish until these counter champions and time and technology orom kama koro gik moko chiek. So en time wa emomiyo ineno wanyalo bet kaka wacho gigi wan mwadhi gere. Emomiyo nawacho chieng' cha nen Luanda manogere, Luanda magere, Luanda madhi gere, Luanda manogere. Jomoko in that thing as a storyteller. Joa so stuck on politics makimigi the code kimigi giwinjo ng'ani wacho ni the Proverbs is a code, code ema run computer sani telo.
That's true.
Code miyo gari sani ringo by itself. Code. Ndege fly itself for majority of the journey. Code. One so stuck on issue man nonsensical. Why? Tell her, wanna say deliver the thing. Gweno gleno emomiyo dhiang' moro ne biro katemo keyo wach telo wacho ni ng'enu kere nikech ineno kaka tiend gweno oke bana. Ken pastor to chako ywayo njaga ok kony, existence mare ok kony. Ken pastor to chako madho kong'o, koko madh ga kong'o to madh kong'o, yani useless. Odwa rob this generation of the purpose. Code manomi ginun mubo loso gini, ubo gero gini. Odwa magi with some nonsense. Ni joluok nyalo winjre ni kwere u ne go gine gine. Anyisi. Rombe ng'eny luo yonagi ka. Rombe ng'eny darali. Telo walore, wabodhi waweni lore. Anago manero kamano. Pod wabodhi, especially this part of Proverbs, the understanding of Proverbs ka. Aparo nwa dwellie ka mondo wane that world view maber mokwongo. Nikech already sani wasechako differentiate between culture and traditions. So wamachua a bit. So this type of conversations aparo nwa nyalo handle. Kosi paro nadi talo.
In fact, Ramoth ber, no questions kata mabiro ka. Ngiso ni people are understanding to aparo ni wadhi kode. Because nyaka kawamiyo ji gigo mamigi paro matut e kawalan. Koro aparo ni wase lays foundation morom maber morom moloyo. Koro wadhi kode.
Questions mag. Ntie questions mag ka.
Most of the times mawa bet ga gi programs sineno ka ji penjo questions in those questions in those questions I realize the reason why they're asking kech nitiere gi understand and they want to understand more. Koro aparo ni en ber wadhi mbele kode. Yeah.
Onge wache baskawi.
Jiko Ramoge Joang, ang'e ni josega neno coat of arms so many times to jineno ga mana simba no. Simba gi tonge ma jineno ga gi colors mag flags. I'm sure na number of people poko keto ga pach gini karani ga tie gweno momako le in the coat of arms. Chuny Kenya simba manie gige sirkal te. Kofia mag jo sirkal en man. Offices duto mag sirkal en man. Gweno mako le. Ruto nyocha wacho ne opio andai tigiwi. Koro ibende ng'iane kanyo mondo inyisa ni jomage magoga dala gi lege gweno. That is what we meant. I meant kana wacho ni Kenya nogo kaka dala. Kenya. Nikech koro nokete ni Kenya. Gor map to wacho ni Kenya. To Kenya ka nogo to Kenya nogo gi msingi mar ng'a. Kaito wadhi watamre mi Kenya a culture, a Kenyan culture. Onge kabisa. Nikech a number of reasons. Jealousy gang'ango mane nitiere from jomoko. But donga timo erokamano. Awachunuga pile pile ni if you are not here, you are not gonna hear some of these things and listen to some of these things. Because you won't hear them in any other channel. This is the only place you can hear them because they belong here. We proudly talk about Luo culture here. Not Luo politics, Luo culture. We are immersing ourselves into Luo consciousness. It's a journey. Tokamwase chakegi episodes that we've been doing. Anyone Luo Proverbs and Wise Sayings is episode 21. I'm sure there are people who have been following them. And you've realized that these proverbs are not just proverbs. I've just given my personal encounter with the lay. It's a story that started in some of the first episodes. It has been coming as episodes unlock bits and pieces of it. The story continues. So it is those episodes of proverbs that we go through that unlocks these personal stories. We've lived these things. And I've always told you. And it is our belief as Ramogi Cultural Institute for Luo Heritage Research and Education that we are not in competition with anyone, with any culture, with any religion. We don't have to. We don't need to. There's no need. We are proudly Luo and talking about Luo things. It pierces. Luo culture pierces. It can pierce like a spear. There is nothing we can do about that because it cannot be bent to suit a certain narrative. It cuts across. It's a double-edged sword that cuts across. It puts myths and lies aside and passes with what is right to take our community forward. The best part of all this is that you are part and parcel of it. You, the cultural champion who listens to us like today. And we even have the privilege to understand that something happened a long time ago that people are not talking about. It's only Luo that can talk about it. You argue with us, we give you the coat of arms, and then we ask you, in all the 47 cultures, who built a new home with an axe and a cockerel? Thank you so much to Ramogi Cultural Institute for opening up this for us and using myself as the source of the voice and using G.K. Ramoth as the voice of wisdom that cuts these proverbs into pieces, into little chunks that are applicable in our daily lives and as they were meant when, and what they're doing, what they were meant for when our ancestors left them for us. They didn't just leave proverbs, they left a hollow, deep without and an archive of information that you can always refer to whenever you are in doubt. Thank you to the technical team. Thank you to the sound engineers who keep us in touch with the sound when something is wrong. Don't get tired of us. And last but not least, thank you, Ramoth GK, for offering yourself to share the knowledge that you've traveled all over the world for, putting into in one piece that you can use. And you're still traveling all over the earth, because Luo is not Lake Victoria. Luo Nation is the only nation that has been spread over 9 different countries. Fact. You can only be envious of that if you are a different culture. 9. And they are all proud of whom they are. Thank you, GK. We are indebted to you. This vast of knowledge, and you are giving for free, just as you are ordered by the ancestors. And you've just opened a new chapter when you're finishing that. The 1963, let's say the 1960s and 70s, they were not ordained for this. It is this generation that carries the cultural champions were here that were ordained for this thing that is in the arms of coat. I mean, the coat of arms, sorry. It is meant for something. I challenge you, look at it, think deeply about it. It's not just a symbol there. Thank you very much. We meet tomorrow for another episode of a totally different Luo teaching with a totally different topic. But it all adds up to Luo consciousness. Eruru kamano. JK, itieko kabisa koso.
Telo ana tike kabisa. Kama nero kama.
Thank you JK. Eruru kamano. Nikwara moga juang eruru kamano. We DJ omiwa cultural music matin. Mondo wako go juogi. Kawuono juogi e pek kabisa. I can feel them. Eruru kamano.
wayudo machal gi nyoyo uchirorore machamo te gi kongo kunyaku tumugura la kawanyoni yatom kanikuwa mane wangeo kongo unachola wanyoni yatom kanikuwa mwaego Kanyono gitu ni doen kan bobo burgiro kita sida saidi tena lana saidi kita lana saidi tangu nianze kusumbuka nilipokuwa natafuta maisha yangu ya baadaye kufanikizo siku nikanyage kuteleza bahati yangu mbaya kwa kufaulu na siki langu Teresa tangu nianze kuzunguka ulimwengu na muziki langu faida yake sijaona kitalana lana tena sara msaidi faida yake ni popo zidi yake ni warembo pesa mana nwango faro lendo muchororo emachamu teki kongo yo mugura la Kenya ngidi obangi ukikutino emo mako banjo sani kurulo kanonga bawero lega buya jaswangu lendo kurulo wagoni viro wache no kisaba Timoro ure la kamato kinya uore kod fala umombelo ja ubutu bukodwa wache uore kod fala ulisoma kwenye modero wa kinya mwanga bangi tuteru wakasiri kaba jara mio koko kiububada msipukura nikanonge ya fana itoto dogi na kono dogi aliye kwa mwenyeji ura waduwa kwe komtoswa Kela ukitamwa por yutio mjono kasesa mabadu kai yo kijama sagi chama muyemo bange kitu ya duwe chade oina yu firu apo olero mu problemi yo meyemo aperso mo saria mo wangi ko tiru bulu nyar ko wa yu sidende ni bulu me kan monga do bajo de ko Abuya odukura nukeru wayo baraidi bakia Chimane jo sunguru memi ukanonga chuona mia na jonga Mudi ngote nguru juangu Chimbo ko la yudo to Chimbo winu kanja peso ko jo mialo hajar Beno timanya msangia bura gano diri Kibudo diro wani gatipo kanonga pesa ni wayudo machali kinyoyo Kuchirororo emachamu teki kongo Daka wanyoni yatomkani kuwa mwanamia Kanonga urungunga wanyoni yatomkani kuwa mwanega Jorumba matindo magocho masani Yakonu kimangeo Ula laka jide tieko pero kuaro Marjo kita makisaka Kita sida Faida yake sijaona Mara ya kwanza ni Ili yake warembo Kama baka nyono bitum ni kwen kanya Nirika walwaro Yaruba masariki walwaro Arusa wawerie Murugoro wawerie Yuberusa wawerie Salama wawerie Murugoro wawerie Sumu kwetu wawerie Anikata mwanda wawerie Kiricho samba wawerie Na ilipi kano tinda peke Jaruba pesa nwangu chamo te gi kongo nyeto awe ni muro meme vero rumo wali wonge di doctor kuyo lendo buru tulo wali uro lego
Magunga Pini di ariwa Kendo uni belu neno nyitiwa Ayu kora penyo joka juda gyodo kwa emae Aligi malosoto uchayo Kendo wite taka Karuchiko kanye joka juangi Kamuchiko kadana kila Uye uwinyu wachini madongo Kiko bede kasigana Namdoro marea jokeigi Kotko ginga juma Chachien marangongo nyoto pado Toko gibimbe koda jokonge To enigi mutimo unkendu Kisi mari bidi darangi Gini gima kelo masije Yendo nego kukuma ko ungara Tengo min mboya Genye tieko ya joka juangi Ye unge utenga Amolo uwero kanda uweja lego Puru no eturaka